First of all, our tagline is leading with integrity, and that's a profound statement. So we wanted to have an association where there's value in membership. So when you come in here, you look at the faces, you have an opportunity to network and work within the room. Not only with affiliates in the room, but also our vendor trade members that are in the room supporting our association. We want to get this going also to help educate our peers moving forward with regards to the disruption of TNCs, etc. Regards to insurance changes, which we have 2 agents here, being dropped or having decided disclosure from your insurance agent saying that you will not, as a commercial company, work for any ride-sharing services. These are some concerns that we have, so we want to, get some questions and answers so that we're always in compliance. That's the number one thing. I want to make sure that we set everybody up in this room for success so that everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, what the law says we're supposed to be doing, and if you're ever in doubt or there's a gray area, we want to be here as a whole, not just Wendy, but the entire board, to be here to help as liaisons for you all. So thank you very much for coming to the first CFLA. We're going to get agendas as we have our meetings. And having said that, I would like to introduce the rest of my team because it's not a one-woman show. So I have a VP here somewhere. Where's my vice president? Come on out and introduce yourself.
I'm Greg Moulton.
And why are you the vice president, Greg?
Because Wendy picked me.
She told me to.
No, I didn't tell her to. What's your purpose? Talk to us just.
Well, as a longtime member of GOLA, I have seen the ups and downs, and I saw what it turned into and decided that I did not want to be a part of that and wanted to do something that would stand, have a purpose. And Wendy and I started to talk, and here we are.
And that's exactly how it was started. There's also a few more special people in this room that have the same passion and love that I do. I'd like to introduce our treasurer to you, Barbara White.
Hi, Barbara.
With VIP Transportation Group, I'm the treasurer. We have no money. That's the report. After tonight, I'm
Yes.
sure we will, but this has always been something I think the community has needed here in Central Florida, is a strong association that has values and is respected and has members that have value and are doing the right thing, so that, when we have an association and you need some help, you know that the people that are part of it will be, somebody that you can call on to help you. So hopefully we will continue to grow from here, and we will be, Wendy's going to line up, and we're going to line up different people that can come in and tell us rules, regulations from the airport, from Orange County, from wherever it is, so that everybody knows what's going on from the Port Canaveral, so that we all know what's going on and what we should be doing or shouldn't be doing, and try to, as we grow, maybe, make a headway into, giving us a little advantage. So, welcome everybody. I'm glad to see everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And our beautiful secretary, Brandy Oley.
Hello.
Stand up, Brandy. Introduce yourself and your company, please.
It's easier said than done.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
Hi, I'm Brandy Ollie with Go Platinum Transportation. I'm actually based in Fort Myers and been in the industry since '98, and I'm just happy to be here. I love Florida, so here we are.
And why did you decide to join CFLA and become the secretary?
I think the big picture is, there's success in numbers, and so, I think that all of us working together for Florida is great, so.
Thank you. Then we have our beautiful director over here, Sherry. Stand up, Sherry.
Yes, ma'am.
And introduce yourself and say why are you wanting to be here?
Okay, I'm Sherry
Why are-
Bush. I have Network Transportation in Tampa, Florida. I too have a commonality with Mr. Moulton. I was part of another association and I didn't find that it was effective. And I believe in what we're trying to do here. So I'm just glad to be here and help in any way that I can and make our industry stronger.
Thank you, and we're glad you're here. Another director we have over here is Ash. Ash, if you could set your phone down for a second and let us know why.
Or turn it right around.
Ash, can you let us
Do a
know?
selfie?
Yeah, do a selfie. Please let us know I mean, cause you and I had several phone calls. Let the room know why you decided to be a
Sure.
part of CFLA.
Well, first of all, Ash from Noble Transportation here in Orlando. It's not much different to what everybody have said or great. To add on to it, it was a disappointment when I was in the secretary for other association, and I find my head president that he's supporting the TNC and trying to force every one of us to be a part of it. And that's when really I dropped the ball and said, no, I'm not. After 3 years of fighting it and being up and down to Tallahassee and trying to stood up for this, and it just suddenly we want to be part of it. I guess that was a big draw for me. That we're not really doing what our association is supposed to be doing. We train, we didn't focus, or we trying to lie to our members. Let's put it this way. We trying to straight our member from one area to another, and it just that's why we were talked to me and Wendy, and I was pleased just to be part of it.
So you felt, Ash, like you were being led in the wrong direction, is that well said?
That's exactly it.
Okay, thank you very much, I
You're welcome.
appreciate it. We also have Greg here. Stand up, introduce yourself, and tell him what your purpose is, please, sir.
Okay, I'm Greg from GNS Transportation
And
Group.
how long you've been involved in associations, please?
I'm actually the guy that started the other association.
And I'm his secretary.
Yeah, so,
Still alive?
I'm still here, yes. So I left the other association, milled off about 4 years ago because I didn't like the direction it was taken back then, before the TNCs were even all that popular. Like some other peoples that were in it, spent a little bit more time growing my business, and now I feel that Wendy calling me back to help get back involved in the industry again, bringing my knowledge and whatnot into the association would be a benefit for everybody, including myself, because I don't get out to see the people that are owners, operators in the city of Orlando or the state for that matter. So I'm getting back into the frill, so to speak.
Thank you so much, I appreciate you. And we do have a lot of history together, and it's bittersweet. This is bittersweet. We also have Heather Allen over here, and Heather, introduce yourself. She's representing Michelle Capel for us. She is part of the board. Please tell us why you're here and what your purpose is.
Hi, I'm Heather Allen, like she said. I'm with Network Transportation, but I'm representing Michelle because she's all the way in Denver. But I feel like the industry definitely has room for improvement, and this is a really good way to start that. So I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be a part of it too. And if there's anything I can do on a personal note to help anybody that's in this room, again, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. What I'd like to do is invite everybody to mingle in the room, get to know each other. We do have a couple trade members. I'd like to recognize them. They came to the first meeting and it's important. We also have a vehicle out here, which I think it's important if you want to take a look at that. So if we can have Dawn stand up, and Dawn, state your company information and why you're here today.
Oh, very well. My name's Don Canoyer, new in the industry. You may know Vin Trentina and Murray. Okay.
What's the name of that company?
What is that name? Yeah, exactly. VMT.
Thank you, VMT Enterprises.
All right. And they, supply transportation vehicles. They've worked with Mercedes-Benz Sprinters as well as with, Executive Coach. So if you guys are looking for vehicles.
Did you bring a vehicle tonight?
Yeah, actually I do. I have a Sprinter outside that I did bring. It's a limo style. And they're offering a pretty good price on it. It's actually a repo that came back.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's out there and it's available. So if anybody's interested in that, it's a 2015.
Okay,
It's got less than 10,000 miles on it.
excellent. So again, we already have a vehicle here. I know there's people in the room right now that are trying to decide if they want to have a Sprinter limo or one with seats in it. There's also somebody specifically interested in the limo style Transit versus the Mercedes. So you can help answer some questions with that. We also are proud to have Botsy Coach Builders right here. If you could please stand up and introduce yourself.
Well, I'll be happy to. Well, first of all, forgive my watery eyes, but I came over with the top down. I'll never do that again.
You're crying for me, I can tell.
My
I
name's-
can-
It's tears of joy.
Exactly. My name is Royce Harper. I'm the Director of Sales in the Southeast geographical area here for Batiste Customs. I, like this gentleman here, we manufacture on the Sprinter chassis, also the cab chassis only. We build the bus. We're one of the few, if not the only, bus builder on cab chassis, Mercedes-Benz only. So it gives you a little bit bigger bus, foot taller, foot wider, foot longer, a little bit more space and room. Also, the Ford Transits are picking up additional sales here rapidly in order to save about 20 grand. So I didn't bring a vehicle, sorry, but if anybody would like to come up to the plant, we're offering $500 toward that trip. So we'll be happy to
Wait,
give you a
did you
plant
just say
tour.
$500 towards your
Trip.
purchase?
Towards the trip to come out.
To come up to the
Oh, that's
plant,
fantastic.
if you want to do a plant walkthrough. So just contact me, and if you don't have my
Where's the
card.
plant at?
Elkhart, Indiana. So the best airport is to come into South Bend via Allegiant, if you don't mind flying, Allegiant.
So do you see how we're already getting out there? We have a opportunity to go out to Indiana and a beautiful coach builder right here. Thank you so
Sure.
much
Thank
for
you.
being here today. Stand on up and introduce yourself, Dave.
Yeah, I'm David Thompson with RRL Insurance Agencies. I think most of you here either know me or one of our other agents. I brought Philip Love with me tonight. We insure some of you in here. You know, we're obviously very interested in the industry. It's what we specialize in. We're one of the handful of agencies that do specialize in pasture for hire, and we're just very excited to be part of this organization.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate that very much. Very much so. Philip, would you like to stand up and say anything on behalf? I know it's been a while,
Yeah,
so I'd like you to introduce yourself.
I'm Philip Love. I work at Roads Roper Love as well. I came basically because I normally go to the Motor Coach Association shows, and I think I've been to Gola maybe once. And I saw in the chauffeur driven the picture of you.
It had to be New Orleans.
Anyways, I saw it and I was like, I've spoken to each one of those people in the past. I know who they are. I know they're strong leaders. Maybe I'll check it out. So I asked David if I could come, and that's why I'm here.
I really appreciate having you. I know we've spoke on the phone, and it's nice to put the face and the name together, and I hope that you all feel that way as well, because we talk on the phone, but we never get a chance to meet face to face, so thank you so much for being here. And who's this guy?
My name is Matt Clements. I'm with Professional Insurance Center. We specialize in transportation for the insurance industry. So many of you obviously we've talked to over the years. We are members of, I would say, most of the associations that exist in Florida at least. So when we found out there's a new association, we're always ready to support whichever associations are out there. So we're here to support you guys and moving forward. So
Thank you for being here. Stand on up and introduce yourself.
Joseph Maddieto, Professional Insurance Center. I came to help come to this show with this meeting with Matt to. We've been going to Gola for a long time. I predominantly stick on the taxi side of things, and Matt's been handling Gola very well for us for a long time. But with what's happened to my father and everything, I wanted to come show my face. And
I love that you're here.
Thank you.
And you too.
Yes, a lot of people may not know. Would you like to
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
my
your father
dad-
for a
my
minute? I don't
dad-
want to
yeah,
upset you,
that's
but
fine.
please,
Less
because you
than
have a
a-
lot of support here.
Yeah, less than a month ago, Dad passed unexpectedly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He opened our agency in 1983, and I've worked there for 10 years, and I've been doing I moved over, Matt took over for me about 4 or 5 years ago so I could let my mom retire. She's back in the business and taking over where she was, so I'm coming back into the agent side of things as well, because I've been doing operations and accounting and stuff like that. And still difficult for me to talk about, so I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's just
Understandable.
been tough, but we're getting through.
Well, we're here for you. You have a support system right here. Thank you for being here very much. Did I miss any other trade members? I don't want to miss anybody. I can't see behind that door at all, so we get the, okay.
There's no trade members.
Great, great. So, what I'd like to do is have you introduce yourself and then mingle, get a bite to eat. We have, Barb, tell them what's on the menu.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, Just kidding. Just cheeses, fruits,
Steak, lobster.
chips.
We got snacks.
Cookies, just some snack foods, but
You
we
talk to the
definitely
right
wanna,
person, gin and tonic.
definitely
I'm
wanna, make everybody introduce themselves, so we know what companies they're also here with.
And
So,
I really wanna do
yes.
that too, because we got some people that traveled to be here, and I'm very thankful. So, why don't you guys stand up and introduce yourselves? We'll start right in front of me.
Anyways, I'm Mike, this is my wife Marlo. We own and operate Elegant Limousines and Wedding Services in Daytona Beach, Florida. We've been there for 10 years now, and just in the last couple of years, we've really started to reach out into the industry to start meeting more people who do the same thing that we do every day. We always kind of kept to ourselves in our nice little city and did our thing and made a great name for ourselves, and everybody knows who we are. But now we're starting to reach out and notice there's more people out there that have the same struggles that we have every day. And it's nice.
Yeah, and there's a lot of expertise out there that if you just utilize the knowledge and not feel intimidated by it, I think it works well. Because I get intimidated quickly with certain things, and it's nice to reach out even to Wendy. She's kind of helped us along the way with different things, and it is nice to meet different operators and how they're doing things and how things may work for some and not work for others. So it's nice that way.
And it's nice to meet like this and put some faces with the names. You talk to people, you hear about people, but it's great to, a handshake and eye contact, means a lot.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be here and we're happy to meet everybody.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. Welcome.
Thank you.
What kind of a fleet do you guys have, Marlo?
We have a fleet of 6. We have 4 stretches from a Chrysler Dodge Charger, brand new, which we're very happy about. It's our first brand new vehicle that we had built. Of course,
What did you name that one? I'm sorry. I didn't
That's
know.
Midnight.
Midnight.
They all have
Beautiful.
names, and I know that Lynn was supposed to be kind of told, but they all are our family. So, but yeah, we have the Chrysler, the Dodge Charger, we have the Lincoln, and we also have a stretch SUV. And then, of course, we have our town cars, the new MKZ, and a nice town car.
And a new Sprinter on order.
A new Sprinter is in his
I-
mind
I-
now, working.
I actually spoke to one of your reps on Facebook not too long ago. Very nice people. They got back to me right away.
That had to be me.
It probably was.
Thank you, Mike and Marlo, for driving from Daytona Beach and coming out to support your industry
Thank
peers
you.
and for allowing us to support you as well.
Thank you
will
for
find
having us.
value in membership here. And what is your name, sir?
Jim Shepherd Transportation. Been in the business since June of 2002. I started out with a taxi with mirrors. I grew to 9 taxis of my own. Bought a minibus, bought a motor coach, ended up with 9 motor coaches. Orlando Tours and MJ Charters. Shut that down in 2010 when the economy got ugly. Did a couple other things for a couple of years. 2013, I started driving a van for mirrors. 2.5 years, I got up in there, top black van drivers, and decided to go off on my own. So I recently purchased a Sprinter. So I have a 15-passenger Mercedes Sprinter.
Beautiful.
So
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
I've done a job for Greg.
And you did a job, all right, okay.
Hello, I'm Sarah with Express Transportation. I originally started in the black car, limo, shuttle world. I'm now with motor coaches. I'm trying to influence CW, who just stepped out. He's the vice president. We did purchase a Ford Transit van, and so we're trying to kind of venture off, do a little bit of everything, but also learn trying to help him, also me, freshen up on all the regulations and everything with that. So we have 16 motor coaches based right here in Orlando.
And they're really great motor
Beautiful
coaches.
motor
Very,
coaches.
very beautiful. New.
We have Wi-Fi on them all,
Wi-Fi,
outlets, USB
yeah.
ports, all of it.
Yeah.
Bathrooms.
We keep them busy.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
You gotta love those.
And this is your partner in crime, you
And
said?
this is CW.
Hi, CW. Nice to meet you. Tell us a little bit about CW.
Oh, CW's been in transportation since Moses was young. And actually, I was in transportation before you got in transportation. But I've been on mostly the motor coach side. I've served 8 years on the board of directors of American Bus Association. I've been a member of UMA for many years. And so this is something that we're considering, and we just stepped away from motor coaches and got our first van, and I figured no better way to learn how to do this than to learn from the people that's been doing it for a long time.
But there's a lot of people here like us, we use you a lot, because we do a lot of motor coach
Yeah,
business,
we-
but,
we-
I mean, even though they may have town cars and stuff, when they do groups, they need,
Yeah, well,
so it's also good.
we do a lot of work for companies just like you guys that need quality motor coaches.
It's great to know that you have the buses
Mhm.
available. Thank you so
We've
much
got-
for being here.
We've got very late model buses. We've got 4 2014s and 3 2015s.
Fantastic.
And our oldest coach is 2005.
Thank you, CW, I appreciate that. Sir, stand up and introduce yourself to the room.
Dan from CEO Transportation. I'm up in Ocala, the Villages. I've been in the business since '93. Started in New York, came down here to take care of my wife's mom, and then just opened the business back up. I work with people. Sherry down in Tampa. I work with everybody. Greg helps me out. I help him out. We help each other. Anybody needs anything up in Ocala, you got the early mornings. I get a guy up at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm a half hour away.
True that.
Okay, Dan with CEO Transportation.
Thank you, Dan. So are you seeing the common denominator in here? The common word is networking, affiliates. And why are you here? Don't hide behind the corner.
I'm Anthony. I'm from Bavard Executive Transportation. I'm here for the fact everyone's here for us to have a new beginning of something that we all feel strong about, and we can work as a team, and we're here together.
And where's Brevard?
Brevard County is just east of Orlando. We
No,
have
your
the-
company. Where's your company?
Oh, it's located in Indy Atlantic, Florida,
That's
which
here
was
in-
voted the most second romantic beach in the United States last year.
Thanks to
On
you
the
two.
On the Travel Channel. But we are actually approximately 45 minutes south of Port Canaveral. So if you needed any help in the Vero Beach area, Melbourne, basically from the Melbourne airport. We do service Orlando International Airport, but our main hub is Melbourne International Airport. So, yeah, if that's on Zoom, you're going to have to back that off. But let's go back and introduce another member over here. We have a beautiful young lady, and introduce yourself, please.
Yes.
I'm a grandmother too.
Grandmother.
I'm a grandmother.
That's
me.
right.
I'm Mary
So
with
come out
Noble
and introduce
Transportation,
yourself.
and I am here because, well, I'm Ash's boss, and he's part of the board, so I came as his boss to support him fully. No, really. I think this is what we need. I do. I think it's what we need. Something positive, something uplifting, and something that we can move forward with.
Well, very well said. Thank you, Mary.
And part of our crew, you step out.
Come out. Let's get the back crew. Come on.
Back up.
He's part of the VIP crew.
I'm Dalen, I'm the wedding and events manager for VIP Wedding Transportation.
I'm Victoria, I'm the operations manager for VIP Transportation Group.
I'm the boss.
We got another bug.
I'm Simon White. Some of you know me, some of you don't. If I can quickly say thank you for coming out, thank you for believing in each other, thank you for working with each other. You know, GOLA was good in the beginning, and it's under leadership that we've got to be united. You know, I was with 15 years of Orlando Police. I've seen things and done things with vehicles for hire. These are all the things that we've got to take on now, because even they've changed their rule book because of the TNCs and Uber. I mean, I was with vehicles for hire undercover. I was stinging my own guys. So trust me, I mean, we got to join together and be united. And I'd like to start your kitty off, so I'm going to donate $1,000, throw it in the kitty, and get this group going. So
Nice. Thank you.
We're here for each other.
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Special thank you to VIP for hosting. Something that we wanted to do with this association is take it on the go, since we are Central Florida, so it's not always going to be a VIP transportation group. So be looking for your email for the next location, so that you guys can plan accordingly and set your schedules. But the meetings are going to be the second Tuesday of every month, forever and ever, 6 to 8 p.m. So if you can put that on your calendar, your agenda, the level of consistency as far as having the date of the meeting and the time is always going to be the same. And I hope that helps you plan your calendar throughout the course of the month. You might not know the location at the end of the meeting today, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna get your email. Okay, so be prepared for that. We have a couple girls here helping with the credit card application process. If you brought a check, that's wonderful. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to ask. What I would like to do is have everybody mingle. We have Barb has supplied some wonderful food back here. We have some beverages. Get something to eat. Talk to the person next to you if you don't know them. If you do know the person next to you, then move on to the next person and say hi.
I do have a quick question.
Question.
Looking at your application here, I want to know what is the difference between a regular trade
Did you
member
bring that with you?
and a platinum trade member?
What I gave you? Did you bring it with you?
I got that email, but I did not print it.
Matt, you gotta be platinum.
Well,
There you go.
You're
Okay,
platinum.
listen,
He doesn't grab the check.
the difference is if you.
Does it depend on how big of a check you write?
Well, the main difference is when you're a platinum member, you have more opportunity. We highlight you on our website, which is being built. We let you come in and do an actual presentation a couple times a year. So you have a few extra perks, which we'll get out to you. We did write it up, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, I didn't print it.
That's okay. But anybody in here, if you have ideas or something, if you want to pass them to anybody on the board or something's coming up in the area, because we don't see or know everything, or wherever you're from, please get with us, because again, this is Central Florida, so it's not just Orlando, and we want to know if there's issues that we need to address. So
Absolutely, yeah.
have some fruit, some cheese, some chips, or whatever else is in there, and just mingle, and we'll have next month we'll have actual agenda so that we can get the ball rolling here and let you know what's
Yes,
going
next
on.
month we'll have an agenda. We'll have a guest speaker, and, great things are happening. This is definitely an association that we call On the Move. We're on the move, so be looking forward to receiving that email. But grab yourself something to eat, and let's have a little mingling session, and maybe meet an insurance agent you didn't know, so that you can get a price comparison quote. And again, some coach builders here that can send you some vital information. I know you're looking for a bus, and you had told me that on the phone, so you have another liaison right in front of you that is really into buses, one sitting right next to you, so.
We want to get everybody down this way to take just a group picture
Okay.
for our first
All right, let's get a
official
photo and
meeting.
get it out on
Those
Facebook,
who
so come
joined
on
us,
over.
get it over on Facebook.
I'll come over.